watching this afterwards, we will be using the glorious vinyl I got from Temu to make a bag. I just want to, let's turn my volume off so we can't hear me, because that's pretty important. We don't need me echoing, that's never fun. YouTube, let people know I'm live. Seems legit. Sorry guys. It's just, this is part that's got to be done. Oh, there it is. Oh. I don't know why it doesn't give me the photo anymore. It used to put up a photo. I don't know what its problem is. But anyway. So I've decided that this is the closest match I'm going to get to the colours in the bag. It is pretty close. Is it perfect? No. Will you ever get it perfect? Also no. You know, it is what it is. Hello, Mother. Hello, everybody. So I'm thinking Lola by Swoon, unless anyone has better ideas. It is only 30 centimeters wide, tall. So I think a Lola would be nice, and then maybe a matching wallet from the leftovers. That's got something sticky on it. I don't have the Mr. Heckles pattern. I'm on a bit of a diet when it comes to patterns at the moment, and I haven't got it printed. So, there's that. Let me just get my pattern. Ugh. There we go. Oh, that was a mission. You couldn't see that, but I had to climb up and get it. Before I got my laser, I made these. This is like the old version, because she changed it. And I just thought that this would probably be nice. It's a quick sew. It was either this or Vixen. It was, you know. So this is the old version. The new version's got like a different bit going on here, but it makes the same bag. So, I mean, whatever. This is MDF that I made this out of. It's not quite as good as acrylic templates, but I mean, it does its job. What it doesn't do well is these little bits down here. I need a pen for those. So I just went to Spotlight. I've been making a sign with the laser, and I was going to do welcome in white, and the white paint that I had was just terrible. So I had to go get new stuff. So once that's dry, I can finish the video off. It's just these corners you can't cut with a template very well. And I forgot to do this curve. Doesn't help when you miss bits. So it'll be a nice quick sew. I might do it as a not live after I finish cutting. But it is pretty. And you only really need these two pieces for the pattern. The rest can be done in the accent colour. So I'll still have heaps of this left over for the wallet. And maybe a wristlet strap, and we could turn it into like a set or something. Hello! It's not so sunny in Queensland here today. It is, it's been raining. Lots of rain. It's overcast. It's going to rain again today, which is why I've run out to do the spray painting before the rain comes back. These bits are rubbish. I don't keep this. You could, and you could make like the world's most outrageous patchwork bag, but at some point I need to make the decision to not hoard everything of the universe, right? Pretty. I really like this vinyl. Fires are not good. Okay, so I am thinking we need handles. I like to do 24-inch handles on this bag. That is not what it comes with, just so everyone's aware. That's just what I like to do. The other thing I like to do, and I always do this, is cut off this selvage edge. I do it anytime I grab some vinyl because it can, if I'm not paying attention, because I usually cut from the little drawer from the back, this will end up as part of the bag, and that annoys me. I don't mind not having sun. It means I don't need the air conditioner on all day, which is obviously better for my electricity bill. This is not all bad. Okay, I'm just thinking about the handles I want to do. So I'm thinking a little 1/2-inch accent of this. I did get this vinyl from Temu. I am trying to do videos that use up all the stuff while it's fresh in everyone's brain so that you can see how it works. I will, after this live, be going and doing a video. I'm going to make stencils, and I actually learned to make my own cool stencil paste. Look, it's all shiny and glorious. And it cost me stuffle. So this will be like a little video as well. And then we're going to use the new Temu mat that I got and the stencil stuff, and I'm just going to just cut a stencil and see how it goes. So that'll be a video, and that'll be, even if it doesn't work, I'll still show that. Because apparently my brain wants to get into like making birthday cards specifically. Not Christmas, or maybe Christmas, but not like Easter cards or anything, because I don't really send them. But I do want to have a stack of birthday cards appropriate for all ages, because at Kmart a birthday card is now $6, and I can guarantee I can make them cheaper and prettier. So I'm currently cutting a 1/2-inch strap, if anyone's wondering what the hell I'm doing. And I'm doing the full length, and you will see if you watch the not live sewing of this video later, you'll see why I'm doing this. Selvage edge is definitely distracting. So yeah, I've just actually dragged the cutting Cricut machine back in. It was in the house on our kitchen table. It's been there for, I don't know, like a week. But I'm having games night tonight, where a bunch of adults come over and we play board games, because it's fun and I feel like being childish, and why shouldn't we enjoy fun things like that? So we're doing games night, so I need to reclaim the table. Now, I've cut the full width of that, which should be about 140. I will use... Actually, I think I'm going to need more. Oh, I am. Okay, so I'm going to need more than just that, because there's the two handles. And then I was also going to put this accent on the strap connectors so that it all matches and is fantastic. So I need to cut more. But I don't need the full strip. Oh, but on the other hand, how much is left? Oh, 2.5. That's going to work out perfectly. So I'm just going to cut another strip, it would seem. Because I'm going to need it to make the bag fabulous. Then what I'll do is I will also be making a wristlet strap with a pom-pom. Because I have them and I'd like to go back to selling some sets. I haven't really made much to sell on my website lately. I've been too focused on patterns and changing websites and videos and stuff I need to take with me on my trip. So I haven't actually put up a bag for sale in a while. And so I'd like to. And so that's what we're going to do. Now, where am I up to? I'm up to there. Now this doesn't always, it looks like I'm cutting crooked, right? But what I'm actually doing is sometimes this doesn't sit very evenly. All right, I've got 2 strips now. That's better. So this is what I've got left. I will get an NCW flap, and I will get a purse pal, and I will get my wristlet strap out of this. Oh no, they're not big enough. I'm like, what else could I make? They're always just my go-tos at the moment. But what is your go-to wallet? That's a good question. I always go to Strumpet, but I'm trying to like do other people's patterns that aren't just my own. Alright, roll it up, pop it aside. This is gonna be pretty. What we need is a tub. I like tubs. They keep my life a little bit more organized. Do I need to clean my table? Absolutely. But I've been running around trying to finish off some orders and stuff. I'm going to put it over here so it's out of my way. So I'm going to do the base in the solid so that I've got more and because it'll look pretty. Admittedly, this is cheaper than this, but I have readily access to this, whereas I don't, like I have to wait for it to ship here for the other stuff. So I like to use up this stuff more. That's all. That's pretty much all it is. Alright, I'm going to flip it over because I don't like to draw on the front. It's my paranoia because if you use like a texture, which I was using before, it could smudge and wreck your whole day. Let's use my sparkly swearing pen. I love these pens. They were a gift for Christmas from my bestie. So there's the base. And I do that because otherwise it's too hard to cut those curves. Sometimes things just aren't my friend. I have recently become obsessed with these Class A scissors. The handles, even though they're made of a hard plastic, are definitely less hard than the Class A metal, all metal scissors. These don't hurt my hand half as much. I also still have to pick a lining fabric. I haven't done that yet. I am going to use rose gold hardware, although I am also considering getting rid of all my rose gold hardware. Up until about 2 days ago, I was determined to sell it all off, and I was going to like list it all on my website. And then somebody actually picked rose gold for their custom order, which hasn't happened ever. In the entire time I've ever done, I don't think anyone has ever picked rose gold for their custom bag. And that happened. So now I'm unsure if I should get rid of it or not. So see how that's not sitting straight? You can actually move it around so that it does sit straight. It's a magic trick of vinyl. I like the look of rose gold. I personally just use silver or gunmetal for myself and my own stuff. That's just how that is. But no, rose gold has never been popular with my customers. So I decided the other day I was going to sell it all off. And then someone ordered it. So now I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Don't know. Either way, we'll be using it for this. It's going to look amazing. And if anybody's wondering what the key fob will look like, this is basically what I'm going to make. So it's going to have a tassel that I put HTV on the back. This one's got like a cool print, so it looks fantastic. So it will have a tassel with a tassel cap that I will laser engrave my logo on, which I did with this one. It will have a pom-pom, and it will have the wristlet strap. So these will be part of the and it's got a clip so that you can just clip it onto stuff. I thought that was really clever. This actually matches a bag I haven't made yet. It's on my list of things to get to, like everything else. But these will be a matching set. So you can get this and a wallet and a bag. They're really, really cute. I got the pom-poms on, I want to say AliExpress. They're awesome. Alright, 2 handles, check. I won't be making a crossbody strap for this bag. I just never have. Oh, I love it when it's going to fit. Not that it matters, actually, now that I think about it, because I need to do 4. So I do... Now, again, this is not part of the pattern, so I could probably tell you this bit. I do 8 inches, because by the time we fold over 1 1/4 inches, the handle's kind of come back to here. I thought I did 8 1/2. 1 1/4. No, I'll do 8 1/2. Why not? And this is part of that whole, this is the first step actually to designing your own patterns, is altering one that already exists. So let's go through that right now. This pattern actually has connectors that you just put up here, like I did on my Empress bag. The new add-on actually has crazy straps going everywhere, which I could do on this bag. Nah, I won't. It's not big enough to do that. So I'm going to cut 8.5, because 1 1/4, which is how much I always fold under on any pattern ever, will bring them back down to here. So we're going to do 8.5. Morning! So I need to cut 8.5 by 2 because I'm using 1-inch hardware. I actually got rid of a lot of hardware now that I don't sell it anymore. And part of me does miss selling it because I always got to discover cool new stuff. But it just sucked so much of my time that I basically didn't see my family. I just spent my life bagging hardware, which is not as much fun as it sounds. It's cool in theory, but it sucked all my time. So I've removed the hardware and replaced it with patterns. So the new add-on for the Empress went to the pattern testers today, actually. We're also going to use the Cricut to cut one of my fancy new things because I want to. I'm actually thinking I could just put it on my website for $1 if you guys wanted to use it. I don't have one next to me to show you without it being attached to the new bag that I'm trying very hard not to show people yet. The struggle is real. Wait, where did the bag go? Anyway, these are the strap connectors. So what we're going to do is, remember how I cut all that skinny stuff? The strap connectors are going to have this as well, just to be different. Well, those pom-poms are fabric. So they're like fur. They're not actually wool. You could use the tassel. If you guys watched the laser video where I made a tassel template thing, you could use that to make a pom-pom. 100% you could. Alright. So this is just very thick cardboard that I cut the base template out of. It works. Should I get custom proper templates done? Probably. I haven't made this bag in a while though. I think it'll sell quite quickly for someone that loves florals and rose gold though. It's going to be very pretty. Now, I am not going to just cut straight up there. There's a reason for that. All the leftover bits of base stabilizer that I use, I turn into 1-inch squares that I then stabilize things like magnets and press studs. And I always just have a collection on my rolling trolley cart for such an occasion. Alright, so that's those. So that's the whole outside cut. I won't be putting a zipper pocket on the outside, but you could. But I am going to put one on the inside. So of course we're going to use Tory Pocket because it's the best template ever. And I'm happy to give you the measurements of a Tory Pocket. Or if you've got any of my patterns, I put it in most of my bags anyway. Now the big question though is what colour lining? I assume I'm going to do a floral. But as a backup, this is my backup plan. Alright, because it's got kind of a tealy feel to it. This is the backup plan, but I want to see if I've got something that matches better. I am cutting out a Lola by Swoon, and I'm using the fabric I got from my Temu haul the other day. Because I'm going to try and do, as I get stuff in, I'm going to try and use it in videos. This is my new hope. Can't promise it'll actually happen all the time, but I'm going to try. You know what? These are all the florals I'm currently hoarding. Let's just pull the whole lot out. And then we're going to see which ones match. This one is actually from Inklings and the Kraken. It's fabulous, but it doesn't match. That one's not actually a floral. Purples don't match. Ooh, the rose gold's the similar colour, so that's a maybe. Purple's a no. That one's a maybe. Do they all match perfectly? Absolutely not. But, see, this is the purple version of this. I don't remember where I got these. I'm assuming Spotlight, and because I've got two of the colors, I also assume clearance. Wherever I got it from, these were on clearance. I can tell you that right now, because I wouldn't buy the same print unless they were. I don't like the purple one with it though. This one's too modern. That's not the right vibe. It's very African print. This was from Lincraft. Not the right vibe. Love this for different something something, but still wrong. No. This is literally how I do this off camera. So I just thought I'd show you, like, real world experience how I deal with this. Sometimes I'll sit on the floor. We're obviously not doing that because you won't be able to see me. But just putting everything up against it until I find something I like. This is the easiest way to make it match. I have so many fabulous fabrics. This is another reason I've put myself on a ban. I have all this beautiful fabric and I would like it made into something. I love this. It's got barbed wire in it. It's very, very cool. It's actually a sateen. It's a bit stretchy. 100%. Oh, see, I love this too. I forgot I had this. And I have the matching embroidery. But there's not much left. So we should all decide to make this and we'll pick something to make that into. I don't have solids here, people. The only solids I have are waterproof canvas and nothing comes in anything close to them. None of that matches. These all feel too busy. It might have to be this. I don't have solids. There is no section of my wall that has solids. I have stripes and spots. That's the closest I get to a solid. Hubby says I'm crazy. Why are you crazy? This is not crazy. This is the best way to do it. Your brain can't magically know everything, okay? Yeah, no, seriously, I don't own solids. Apparently it's not part of my wheelhouse. We got this, but in my opinion, it's wrong. This is way more green than that. I don't have this in a teal or an aqua or anything. My thin stuff doesn't come in those colors. I don't have any spots. I've got green checkers. You know what? Let's do the same practice again. I've got green checkers. Not gonna happen. I got black and white stripes. I've got whatever this is. I've got that, but I think it's too dark and it's the wrong shade. Also, we are not going to the street to find something to match. I will find something in this house. New rules. I'm seriously on a fabric ban until I can get my stuff organized better and use through a lot of it. Navy and white still doesn't match. I'd be better off with like a beige, which I also don't have. Green checkers, black and white stripes. This is an indigenous print. Grey. Bright yellow doesn't work. This I got from a garage sale. I've never used it, but I own it. Yellow's still a no. Rainbow's out. Blue army camo's out. The yellow's too bold for the colour palette. We'd be better off with a grey. See, it's just not vibing. And this is where I spend all my time. I have solid grey waterproof canvas. Very real option at this point. Otherwise, like, they're not terrible for a lining. The other sections are animals, skulls, licensed. Nothing's going to work there. Weird miscellaneous randomness. Right, so the options are down to... I like that because it's bright. Oh, so you should, if you love the Empress tote, you are going to be so excited for the add-ons that I've done. We've done a zipper. We've changed the straps. We've added a crossbody. We've added a drink bottle holder because I'm going to need one. So we've put it in, and it'll come with the SVG to do the cool zipper overlays. Waterproof canvas colors. I got plenty. Okay. Ugh. This is the tub. This is what I'm down to. I have like 8 pieces of black. Pale green. Bold green. The problem with the pink, I would have done the pink, but this is like, I got this as a tester thing. It's thin, it doesn't have the silver backing, so you can see through it. It's just not cool. Otherwise, that would have been perfect. Oh, I suppose I could interface it. It's a pain in the ass, but I could. It only went to the testers today, the new pattern. So I'm giving myself today and the weekend, and then I'm going to start the next pattern, which we're calling Emu. It's already mentally designed, and Sandra from the Garner Sewing Room did a mock-up for me to make sure my maths was correct. Lots of black. Green. I got blood spatter, but I feel like that's probably not the vibe we're going for. Alright, these are the options. Green's no good. There is no green in it. It's blue until you put it against blue and then it looks green. The red's actually, I actually like the red, weirdly enough. It's got like a nice vibe going to it. That's no good. Pink, red, grey. So many options. I use this for card slots. It's really, really thin and sits super flat. Solid grey or the one with the print? And this is how I get a mess in my room, by the way. Alright, so we're going to go with, we're going to have a vote. You guys get to pick. And then I really hope it sells because I need to buy things. And I have rules. I have to pay the bills first and then I'm allowed to buy things. So I need the bag to sell. So the two options become... Oh wait, where's the grey print? There's just enough of this that would work. So these are the three options. Alright, so what do we got? We've got grey print, red, solid grey. We've got one of each, of course we do. It's always the way of it, isn't it? Apparently these are just out. And that's okay. I'll get to them one day. Print grey looks like the bag lining. So this is what we're trying to determine. What's going to be a bag lining? Red, red, red. Print. Okay, so we're down to two. You guys aren't loving solid grey. That's fine. There's just enough of this to get away with it. Look at me always folding my fabrics. I'm changing my answer to solid red. I'll get out of the light. Oh no, that doesn't really help us, does it? How about I stand in the light because the shininess is not helpful. I mean, they both look good. I feel like red's winning this fight. I think red just won. Awesome. All right then. I don't have dark teal. No. I have seen that who just got some. It's either Mizzen or Australian Online Bag Making Supplies. I can't remember which, but one of them just got teal waterproof canvas and it is glorious and I wish I had some because it would make this much, much easier. But I don't, so I can only use what I have in-house until I've made a sizable dent in the whole thing. Alright. Where's my sparkly swearing pen? I understand it's very childish to enjoy a swearing pen. I don't even care. I've been thinking about subscription boxes while we're here to chat. I think I should do one in the month of May because that's my birthday month. That's not going to fit there. I always have my Tory template right next to here too. Super handy. Yoink. I haven't designed a pattern for the subscription box, but it's going to come with stuff. So either way, it's going to have a tassel template. I've got, not a tassel template, a tassel cap. You can make tassels without a tassel template. It's just a pain in the butt. And I will most likely laser something that matches the fabric onto the tassel cap because I'm just excessive like that. I think last time I sold about 50 boxes. So that's probably, or maybe I'll just do, I don't know. It's such a hard thing to figure out. But I do want to do subscription boxes. I'm just trying to decide, do I cut it all out for you like I did last time? Or do you just get all the supplies and you do it yourself? The first one is cheaper to sell the box because I technically use less stuff. The second one is easier. So, I don't know. What would you prefer? Would you prefer a subscription box that's already cut out for you? I won't interface it because the heat and travel and stuff could mess with it. But would you prefer a subscription box that's already cut out? Or would you prefer to just get it as solid pieces with enough to make the pattern so that you have the option to change your mind and make something else? Lovely. Oh, it's raining. Told you it was coming. I should have really brought the bin over here. I'm making more of a mess. I'm not going to give the both options because they'll be a different price. The one already cut works out to be less because I don't have to, like, do as much. Yeah. Or, well, I don't know. I know the cost of postage to the US is high. I usually only sell about 5 to the US. I do understand postage sucks. If you live near someone, I can package 2 of them together, but so that they're like separate in the box to save on postage. I am always more than happy to do stuff like that. But I am not in control of Australia Post's outlandish prices, unfortunately. And they're constantly climbing, and I keep them, like, my website has them at the cost that they cost me. It is what it is, unfortunately. Sometimes I save a little bit if I'm, like, posting bulk at the same time, but usually not much. 10 cents here, 9 cents there. Saved 12 cents the other week. That was very exciting to me. This bag is so quick to cut out. If you guys haven't made this before, you should really get onto it. Front, back, bottom, Tory pocket. That's it. That's all you need. You could do other pockets. There's obviously always that choice to do more. But yeah, unfortunately, I am not in charge of postage prices. And I do understand that a lot of you won't buy a subscription box because of that. And I totally get it. I'm not offended. I totally understand that postage sucks. I'm also mentally revisiting the idea of a Christmas Advent calendar style thing. Where you will get... It'll be 12 days of Christmas, and the whole thing will add up to creating a bag or something. Because that's fun. So I'm currently cutting the Lola by Swoon. I am actually quite excited. I'm using waterproof canvas because it means I don't have to interface it. But I will still iron it because those creases will annoy me. That was way too quick. Here's all my rubbishy bits. And again, if you wanted to, you could keep all the random bits like this and then piece them all together and do a crazy bag. Because technically, it's costing you nothing because it's the rubbish. The downside to this plan is, A, you've got to store it somewhere. B, you're going to spend a lot of time piecing it. So the patchwork bag should cost more than if it wasn't patchworked, even though it's rubbish, because of the crazy amount of time you're going to put into it. Lola's technically cut, and I used my templates. These weren't even cut on the laser. These were way before I ever got a laser. My husband cut these on a jigsaw and then just sanded down the bits that were the problem. Because he's amazing and he loves me. No other way around it. He loves me, and so he did it, and it was awesome. So there's 3 pattern pieces, and everything else is like strapping. And a Tory pocket, which this one's from Empress, but I've actually got 2 here. I used to have another one, but I snapped it. Whoopsies. And that's fine too. I'll just put this in the bin. Ugh, I dropped the bin. Of course I did. Better. But no, so this should be really, really pretty. I need to go and interface everything and get all my hardware together. And then I'm just trying to decide, do I do this as a video now, or do I switch to the Cricut stuff I want to do? Because I do want to do both. Put that back in the container of waterproof canvas. Oh, foam. I'm not finished. We didn't cut foam. This is my giant roll of foam that I'm going to try and cut without knocking the camera. Wish me luck on this. I also, that's the other reason I have a texter. Foam and pens are not best friends at all. I could definitely discuss it with Sandra about getting together for a subscription box. I haven't even picked like what theme or anything. It's still just an idea in my brain. Oh, I love the lights. I sold the last one this morning. I do have to still set up my other light though. Sandra's possibly got some more lights in America for those of you that want it. Do I want foam? No, I don't need foam on the bottom. I've got base stabilizer. I don't need both. Both's overkill. Now, obviously this foam's going to be in the seam. You can cut it an inch smaller. You could make a template for it so it's not in the seam. But this bag has not got a lot of stuff going on, so it won't really bother me. Ooh, something else we can do. Okay, we're not finished cutting it all. I just remembered. Hold that thought. Let me cut this out first. Now, I don't throw this bit out because that is the perfect interfacing for a strap on a smaller bag, like my hussy cases or, I don't know, small bags. Can be useful. Do not throw it out. So my second light is to go on my other industrial, the walking foot, which I did promise more videos on and I just haven't got there yet. I also haven't been getting to the seemingly ugly stuff, but I will. I've got one 3/4 cut out sitting right over there. I'm just trying to decide on the embroidery, and I'm just going to cut out the flap after I've decided on embroidery. Alright, so that's that done. Now, please tell me I can find Daisy. Somewhere in my cart. Hey, look at that. Easy peasy. This is a corner accent that I designed for the pattern. Right, so I literally traced out that bit and then just made a curve shape. So we're going to do corner accents because they're pretty. Because why not, right? Now you could do 2 of these or you could do 4 of these. If you're cutting this out of a print, please think about how it will actually sit. Also, I need to interface this. In a perfect world, I need to cut one out of acrylic, but baby steps in the right direction. Accents are fun. You can literally just make them up. I've done a simple curve because it's quick and easy to sew. You can get quite creative though. Atop here, you could do waves and turn it into like a wave beach bag or something. I don't know. So many options, so little time. But I've made this one and it works for me. Again, need to at least laminate it so it's stiffer. And I just keep forgetting every time I pull the laminator out. Accents are really easy to make too. There's a video I've done. If you go back through my older videos, especially if you're new here, I did show you how to do these. I did one for Vixen, pretty sure. Taught you how to do one across the whole bottom of the bag. Accents are fun. And adding accents is a good way to start your journey into like bag designing because you're changing it a bit. And the little accents on the corner will make a big difference, especially with this busy print. It's going to look awesome. I haven't been able to sew because of my nerve condition. Oh no. That's annoying. What you could do is you could get a book. Actually, I've got to do that. There's another video I need to do. Chris W Designs has brought out like a thing you can print off that helps you like stay focused and get all your bag stuff done. I'm going to do it as a video. I'm going to move that. Chop. So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a Tory pocket out of vinyl, and I'm going to use that to cut a whole bunch of the zipper overlay template. I think I will just put it up for $1. So those of you that want it can just have it now because it's so good for all bags, especially if you use the Tory pocket for everything, like me. If a bag, very rarely do I do the bag pattern zipper pockets. I literally just switch it out for a Tory pocket. It doesn't hurt the pattern. It looks almost the same, give or take an inch. Look, it's fine. I will also be ironing these from the back to make them flat and squishy. Because I don't like it when it curls, it just annoys me. So I will iron these. I'm going to use the heat press. So what I will do is I will squish all of these in the heat press for like 5 seconds so that they stop being all curled. And it's because I roll up my vinyl, but honestly, there's no other way to store it. Pile of rubbish. You could maybe keep this, depending how wide it is. It's 2 inches. So I could keep that for a 1-inch D-rings connector. I actually don't use 1-inch D-rings anymore. I have switched to 5/8 because I think they are absolutely adorable. They are my new favorite, but the patterns will still come written as if you're using a 1-inch D-ring. You can just switch it out. Is there an admin who can share the link for the accent tutorial? Mum might be able to find it. Right, so this should get me 4 or 5 of the new style zipper overlays. I am working with Brimax and we're going to do up all of my zipper, all of my, hang on, where are they? Where are they? They're on the table already. So these, I'm working with Brimax, and we're going to see if we can do like a clip-on so that you can add the extra bit to them. But I am eventually going to have all the fancy ends with the section that kind of matches everything to put your logo on, because this is the new way I'm branding things. It's going to be super cheap and it's going to look awesome. And nobody's going to rip it off. My issue with tags, and this has always been my issue, it's why I've never really enjoyed using them to begin with. Personally, if tags are dangling around, I rip them out of the whatever it is. Teddy bears, bags, anything I buy that has a tag that kind of dangles, or it's on the outside and kind of wrecks the look of the bag, I personally cut them off. So I always like to try and find things that I would endure, and therefore more people would as well. I love zipper ends. There's so many options. This one is tricky. I'm not going to lie, this is the trickiest one, but it does look really good when done properly. I love zipper overlays. I love the new one. So what I will do is I will set it up. After I've finished here, I will go and sit at my computer for a while and do some admin stuff. And I will create the listing so that you can download an SVG, and I'll have a PDF printable. So even if you want to just make it at home manually, I will go and sell that for $1. It'll be $1 on my website. So I'm more likely to get about 50 cents, but whatever. I will stick it on my website for you, and you can purchase it so that you can start doing your own on all bags that have a Tory pocket, because it is the same size as a Tory pocket. Important things to know. I use these card loops to store all my patterns. Super easy. I literally have a wall, like they hang above the iron. So see this, I will also iron this before I go and cut out all the zipper overlays. I also need to play musical chairs and clean up the sewing room to be able to fit everything, but it's fine. We'll get there. Zipper overlays are awesome, but I like the new one where I can put my logo. My plan is to buy metallic shiny HTV that matches all the hardware colors, so that whatever hardware I do, I'll have the matching iron-on logo. I'm just going to have like a little box of them in all the different colors or something. Or maybe a sheet that hangs. I don't know yet. Something easy to organize them. But yeah, that's it. We're cut. We're ready. That was really quick. Sorry, I expected this to last longer. But anyway, it's fine. I will laminate this too. Super, super cool. Put it back where I always know it is. I love the rolling cart. Super handy as well. That sucks that it stopped you sewing. The color reveal vinyl. Is that the one that changes color from black to green? Because I do still have some of that. The first bag I ever made was a free pattern, and it was Ethel by Swoon. And I made it in all fabric. Did not look great. That's the first bag I ever made. I basically stalked the internet for free patterns until I felt confident enough that I could actually complete one that I paid for. That's what happened. Most websites have one free pattern. Now, the reason I don't is because it messes up your website stuff. I used to have it on there, and then sometimes I give away a free pattern in my Facebook group to encourage people to come chat to me instead. Also very cool. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened there. So that was my first pattern, and it did not go great, and it was really hard to sew because I didn't know all the stuff I know now, like Teflon feet. And I did it all fabric, but like the thickness in my domestic on like with bag foam and everything, I really struggled. but I was determined to get it right, so I just kept practicing. And now I have all this knowledge that I pass on to you guys about the whole thing. There you go. Swoon still has Ethel for free. Maybe I should, and then I'm pretty sure I altered it, and then I added in a zipper pocket, and that started me on this whole mission of make my own patterns. I do plan on, and I don't know when, but I need time, and I need organization in this room, because once that's done, I'll be fine to continue on with other stuff. But what I do plan on doing eventually is making a purchasable series of videos on how to design patterns. Like, and I'll sit down and screenshot my screen and show you how I build a basic pattern and the things you need to think about, because it's all good and well for me to sit here and tell you, but unless I'm physically doing it, I will guarantee I will forget things. But it is on my list because I know a lot of people want to learn to make patterns, so I will be teaching you how I do them. Now, my way is probably not the quickest because I don't have or know how to use Adobe Photoshop in any sense of anything. It's not my jam. I can't do it. But I can get around it the long way using Inkscape and Lightburn. Lightburn is my friend. Lightburn is the laser program. I find it really, really good for drawing vectors and stuff, and you can save as SVGs, which is just amazing. It's actually how I did the zipper overlay in the Empress add-on. I use Inkscape because it's free. I don't like subscriptions, funnily enough, that I sell one. But I don't enjoy subscriptions for things because I don't use anything consistently. And Adobe has such a large learning curve, and I don't think I've got time to learn it. So I do Inkscape, and then when I get stuck, I go to YouTube and I find a tutorial on how to do what I'm trying to do, and then I, plunder on through. Lightburn is awesome. I use Lightburn for all my lasers. I actually got approached by a company yesterday, and they want to send me another laser to play with. It's a little 3-watt thing, so I don't know what we're going to do with it yet, but it's like an indoor one with a smoke filter and stuff, so I'm going to play with that when it gets here. Don't know what it'll do. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you all for popping in. I will turn this into a video. Not yet. I'm going to go do some computer stuff. I'm going to make a phone call because 2 people have tried to call me during this video. And I also want to get some other videos done today, so we'll see. See, that's cool that it's just a one-time purchase. I like one-time purchase programs. I understand that they're expensive as a one-time purchase, but then I don't have to think about it because I have in the past drowned in all the subscription things that all come out. That's why I refuse to buy the Cricut subscription, and I wouldn't use it enough. It's $12 a month, and the stuff that they have is not really what I want to do with it, so I just wouldn't really use it. I think I'm better off to just buy individual things, like spend $7 on a font that I need for the writing style or something. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I will turn this into a video. Stay tuned, but I can't tell you when. Bye, everyone.